let's just say I'm not on top of my game.
Okay.
That can't.
And that's different from every other week, Al.
Wow.
Please.
And thank you.
Welcome to Road Comics Adventures.
Live.
Kinda.
Sort of.
Kinda.
That's all right. So we have so much equipment, from lights and a computer and cameras, and so we were the last couple of weeks been running through the video camera through the computer out to the interwebs, and for some reason the computer will not do a video on either the camera or even the camera from the computer. So now we're doing it from a phone.
Yeah. But hey, it works. And hi to everybody. I hope you found us because we're not going to Facebook Live anymore.
No, so we're gonna probably see some of our viewership dwindle, at least temporarily.
Well, I hate for that to happen, and at the same time, we have got to now start looking at viewers and things like that. So if you are here, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Or as they like to say, smash it.
Smash it. Hulk smash.
Yeah, you got a lot more energy than I'd given you credit for, because you've been sick.
I will say that this podcast will go somewhere between 9 to 90 minutes. Somewhere in that range. It depends.
Well, if you give me a look like you gave me last week, we're out of here.
Last week at the 1 hour mark, I was quite surprised to find that I had reached my limit.
About 2 minutes before you said it.
No, actually, about 40 minutes before I said it, I was too stubborn to give into it.
Yeah, go figure.
I'm stubborn.
Don't call me stubborn anymore.
Oh, one has nothing to do with it. Like, honestly, it's not like there's only room for one stubborn person.
In the household?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not persons, but
living beings, yeah. Because Storm, oh my God.
She's terrorizing a neighbor today.
Oh, was she?
Well, Martha next door.
Oh. So I'm going to try to be nice. Our dog loves, all dogs love treats. It's nothing new. But Storm has trained our neighbors that she will run over to the fence and she will try to catch their attention. And they don't have animals. They have no pets. But they keep dog treats on hand. And For her. They'll come to the fence and they'll throw treats over the fence.
And it's so bad. Now, this I found funny when I moved here. Their garden is right up against the chain link fence.
Right.
So the husband will be out working in the garden, and he will yell into his wife and go, "Storm's waiting for ya." And here comes his wife outside and throws the treats over. And Storm, who can't find bacon on the floor,
I'm looking at, let's see.
is scouring the grass to make sure she doesn't miss any treats.
Our dog, if she had ever applied to the police academy, would have failed miserably because she don't have a good sniffer. She's got the dedication, she's got the devotion, she's got the emotion, she's got the drive. She doesn't have the sniffer.
Well, how about the other day when the woman was standing at the fence rattling the bag, and we're going, "Storm, she's over there," and she's got her nose to the ground. She was looking for squirrels.
Well, or a fly.
Or a fly. She loves to catch flies. So, boy, this is exhilarating conversation, isn't it?
Well, no, I was just, so we were talking about the stubbornness. Anyway, she's very stubborn, but she's a good trainer. She has her neighbors trained, which they're thrilled, or at least I am. I find it wildly amusing.
I did too. It's very funny.
So
we've had a great week this week.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. I got contacted by a publisher.
See, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really
So
good.
now maybe you and I will both be published this year.
Oh, that's right. I've got a book. I'm self-published. It's not, it's like not what Simon and Schuster didn't come and knock.
No, that wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh. What?
I was talking about the cookbook.
Well, that's not published.
Not yet.
So-
Neither's my stuff isn't published
Yeah,
yet.
but you got
We're
contact.
getting published by the end of the year. It's not the end of the year.
True, but you got contacted.
You know, just because you're sick doesn't mean you get to be snotty.
If you read the fine print,
Actually, you've been really good for being as sick as you've been.
you are one HIPAA violation after another. I'm just throwing that out there. Just. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, in other news, if you're in Mobile, Alabama, I won't be there this Sunday.
Because you're fine. Just fine.
Because I'm fine, just fine. So, as it turns out, I will unfortunately be rescheduling my Mobile, Alabama show, which was supposed to be this Sunday, and it's going to be sometime off in the future.
Yeah. They could not have been kinder.
No, they were wonderful.
And I'm going to tell you, I've dealt with some very large clubs that could call in a replacement, had all kinds of resources.
Right.
These are two young guys working really hard at the Crescent Theater, and they couldn't have been nicer. They were more concerned about your health than anything.
Which was kind.
Very kind
yeah.
and very good. So if you are ever in Mobile, Alabama, check out the Crescent Theater. They have all kinds of acts in there. Comedy, music. It's a beautiful theater.
They had planned on hypnosis, but they're going to have to plan for a future date.
Yes.
That's one of the many different options that are usually available.
And just so people know, this is the first time you've ever canceled for illness.
Yeah, I don't cancel.
Yeah.
I don't cancel.
I don't cancel gigs either.
I think we've run through a litany of things that we've worked through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Food poisoning, abscess tooth.
Yep.
Um,
Let's see, pneumonia, walking pneumonia,
yeah, I had
bronchitis, pharyngitis, laryngitis,
hangover.
well, yeah, I've had that too a couple times. But I don't cancel gigs. I didn't even cancel. I missed a gig the first night of a week run in D.C. because our plane was diverted and I was unable to land in D.C. So, but I don't count that. That wasn't my fault.
I missed the first night of a run in the Cayman Islands
Right?
because it was the first day of, this is back in the early 90s, whatever war, the Gulf War, whatever.
91.
It would have been 91. Gee, right after we met. Apparently I was hoping you would call me overseas in the Caymans, but no.
Mike Peters.
Hey, Mike Peters, glad to see you. Here's the interesting thing. I am a coffee drinker.
I have heard rumors.
Yes, and since I've gotten here, I love my coffee. So when you go to the Caymans, it's very expensive. It's, so anyway, I always carried my little coffee pot.
Oh, I know this story.
So I get to the airport. I'm all ready to go. We going to the Caymans. I got my bathing suits with 2 show clothes and 50 shoes, because that's what you take,
Wait.
and my coffee pot.
2 show sets of clothes?
2 show sets of clothes and about 20 bathing suits.
You got your priorities straight.
Yes, I do.
All right.
And shoes galore. And I am so excited I can't stand it. And I'm sitting in my seat and they go, "Are you Renee Bray?" "Yes, I am." They go, "Could you come this way, please?" And I thought they were screwing with me because it was Cayman Air. I fly with them all the time. The pilot and I waved at each other. I actually knew him.
Oh, so this wasn't your first time in?
No.
right.
They walk me out to the whatever that thing is, where they, the steps that they load you onto the plane.
Yeah, the steps.
Yeah, and whatever they call that thing. They call it something. But anyway, I look down on the tarmac, and there is my bag. And I go, why is that? Ma'am, would you please just deplane? Deplane. So I got off the plane. They made me open my bag, pick everything up like this, one at a time, and put it up. Pull it out, put it on the tarmac like this.
And you're sticking it on the ground, like on the...
On the ground, on the tarmac. And then we get to the coffee pot, and they go, drop it! It's a coffee pot. Because of the war, they had increased security, and they had gotten wiring in the luggage. And as we're talking about the coffee pot, the plane is backing out. Well, the thing with the Cayman Airways is they fly out of Miami one day, the next day they only fly out of Tampa.
Right.
So the plane leaves without me. I have to call the office and tell them keep the comic there, don't let them leave, because I'm not being there for the night show. And
wait, this happened in Miami?
yeah, this happened in Miami.
Oh, I was thinking.
Then I had to drive to Tampa to catch my flight.
I was thinking it happened in the Caymans, which wouldn't make sense unless they held you in jail overnight.
Yeah, no.
But I guess that didn't happen. That'd have been a better story.
For you.
Well, yeah, no, not for you.
But anyway, they made me leave my coffee pot. I was heartbroken.
Nancy Babadabadoo.
Yeah, not too bad.
Like
hey.
better off YouTube.
You do like it better off YouTube.
I don't. Does that mean on preferring Facebook or better off? Like, what does better off YouTube mean? I don't even know what that means.
It means they're getting a lot better picture off of YouTube.
Oh, directly off YouTube versus going through. See, I need you to translate.
You need me for so much.
Can I do an accent? Because I know I don't. Why is it some accents are okay, and others are not?
Well, first of all, you asked me that like I could.
No, but I'm saying like if I do.
See, I could say no now and you won't do it, but later on it'll slip in somewhere. Am I telling the truth?
Well, you're making an assumption. So, for instance,
based on prior behavior.
If I did this, I would go, "Hey man, what's going on, man? Hey man," right? Like, and it's a bad Southern accent, whatever. So, hey, so I took my
bad Southern accent. Every time you do an impression of me, that's a horrible Southern accent.
I took my ranchero to the rodeo. Like, that's okay. You can do that. But then when you start branching out, depending on how far you branch, I guess these days people find it racist. I don't or xenophobe. What is something? So, with one of my woes, I was going to the Caymans, and it was either Fort Lauderdale or Miami. I think Miami. So we had to go Lafayette, Dallas, Miami, the Caymans.
Probably, yeah.
And a very nice Latin fellow with what would be considered a Latin accent came up to me and at that time my wife as we were boarding the plane and had a message for us.
Okay. Now, if you think I'm going to ask you, you are wrong.
Excuse me, Mr. Orley. What? Are you Mr. Orley? Yes, I am. We can't find your luggage nowhere. It's a quote. I mean, it was a small plane, so it wasn't like 200 passengers, but like, so like 30 people. Why he came up to me, and at the time my wife, is beyond, like how he picked me out of a lineup, I don't know. But
which one was it?
Okay.
Which one? Just tell me the number.
Okay, you know when you're golfing and you want to avoid hitting other golfers with your ball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, who has that on their bingo card?
That was code. That was code. Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Finally figured out this YouTube thing. Hi, guys. So, but literally, like, why not let us have a lovely flight to the Caymans, and then when we get to baggage claim, to just be surprised? But instead, we can't find your luggage nowhere.
Well,
That's a quote. I mean, like verbatim. That's a quote.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's better than your luggage being on the tarmac while your plane is leaving.
well, you say that, but so the flight over, one of us drank and one of us cried. Which the drinking made the flight more palatable, but the crying made it a long trip.
Oh, I used to love it. I got to ride in the jump seat in the cockpit on one of the flights because I knew some of the flight crew. They go, "You're the comedian." Yes, I am. They go, "You want to fly up here?" Oh, you bet you I do. And so they put me in the jump seat, and we go to taxi and we were out of Miami. And they go, "You're number 35 in line to taxi off."
Oh my God!
And I go, "Oh my God! How many more miles is it?" You know, you're like a kid in the backseat of the car. How long is this going to take?
If you're 35th, that's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Believe it or not, they went out quicker. Out of Miami, I think they go out every 45 seconds.
Well, no, but the thing of it is, like, so when a plane takes off, they have to wait for a certain amount of time before the air sort of settles. Because if the second one takes off too soon, they get caught. I believe I swear, I wish Jimmy Leonard or Christopher was watching. I think they get caught in a jet wash, and it's not good. So it's about, I don't know, if I remember correctly, I haven't flown since 2020.
You know what's funny is we're getting ready to go to Kazi's Comedy Club in Newport News. The last flight I took was to Kazi's and to back home, and haven't flown since then because of the ear thing.
Right.
Nothing like flying into one of your favorite clubs where you love the people, want to have a great time, and my eardrum ruptured. It was quite uncomfortable, and I couldn't hear anything.
I've had that experience. My ear drum didn't rupture, but I lost my hearing and my equilibrium. In fact, going to Richmond, Virginia, Matt's British Pub and Comedy Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up having to do a week's worth of shows holding on to stuff. And then when people would talk, I'd have to turn like my head and go, what? What is that? Which is horrible for talking to volunteers.
Like you do to me right after you get out of the shower before you can put the amps down.
Mute.
Book bag Becky's on. Hey Becky, how you doing? And while Becky's here, let me tell you, both she and I have entered the Entrepreneur's Impact.
Nice segue, but for realsies.
Yeah, and we are in separate groups, which I think is wonderful because it gives us a chance to not compete against each other.
Yeah, because Renee is scrappy, and I think you could take Bag Becky. I think you could take her.
Well, because she's really nice.
Well, that's the other thing. You know?
She's really sweet. I'm not as sweet.
She could be scrappy, but she's too nice.
She's really nice.
Yeah.
And thank you for insinuating that I wasn't that nice.
You have an edge at times. You're very, very nice. I don't, and this is just a guess. Bark, bark, bark. I don't think you have an edge.
No, she's a sweetheart.
And
she's always been sweet.
That's not an insult. It's just it's an observation.
Yeah, I'm competitive.
You get an edge.
Mm-hmm. And it's sharp.
Just yep. Why
Sharp
have
edge.
Why have a dull edge?
Yeah.
Why bother having an edge?
Well, that's what they say about a partner too. But look what I went out and did. Do you see what I did there? How I
did.
turned that around?
You know what? And the funny part is, you picked me. Like you moved here. Nobody put a weapon of choice to your head. See, I didn't use the G word.
Yeah, because we're on YouTube.
And I don't think you're allowed to even say it, like even in jest.
No. Yes, I came here. Here's the thing. I stayed. You want to hear something else funny?
I got news for you, Mr. I Know Everything. I'm not leaving.
I actually happen to know that. I did know that. I knew that. I knew it.
You almost look disappointed.
We'd sent Renee's grandchildren a hostage video where she had been taken hostage.
Because when you think Grandmother of the Year, obviously I'm not running for that, Becky. But anyway, can I finish the segment I started before
Yeah, I think
about the entrepreneur impact?
Why do you let me interrupt you?
Because it's like stopping a bulldozer. So here's the deal. Becky and I are both entered. We're both in separate groups, so you're not picking one of us over the other one. Because I don't want anybody to do that.
Or to feel like you should have to.
Yeah, that's horrible. But you can go in once a day and vote for free. I have the link on my page. Becky has the link on her page. Actually, on a couple of days, I've gone and voted for Becky. Did I just say book?
You did.
Yeah.
But you half-assed it. You
caught myself.
You didn't
doing
commit.
it. So if you guys haven't voted today, please go in and vote. And this is going to be a couple more weeks of this. But you know what? I started looking at the people in my group. Like
Right.
one of the women in there owns a multi-million-dollar company.
Right.
Now the prize money is $25,000.
Which is, I mean, it's real money. That's a lot of money.
It's real money.
But it's real money for everyone, but it's a lot of money more to some people than to other people.
It would make a difference in our lives or Becky's life.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I can't believe these multimillionaires are signing up for this. Except they want to meet Damon Johns and get his opinion about their business.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like going on Shark Tank without actually going on Shark Tank.
Yeah, you get an individual meeting with him. They fly you to New York
Oh.
with a partner. Yeah, well, I got to get a new partner. Well, you know, we'll go, hey, we'll drive. But anyway, it's tough getting there, especially since, imagine that, a multimillionaire competing against us. They probably have more followers than us.
It's a chance.
But, you know, you were very sweet. You put it on your page so that your people would vote. I appreciate that.
By the way, said Renee has a bigger audience. I wish her the luck to win. Well, you know what?
That's really sweet. And I feel the same way about you. Because you know what? I know you're spending your own money.
On amazing things, right?
Really
down to earth,
things.
helpful, making a difference in people's lives kind of things.
Yeah.
And whether you're talking about kids with backpacks and supplies for school, or school lunches, or for
the nursing homes. She makes sure every holiday, because how horrible to be in a nursing home and not acknowledge the holiday.
Yeah, horrible.
Not to have family come and see you. She takes kids.
But
Becky's really special.
She's always looking after people who need help.
Yeah.
And good for you.
So, and also when I started to talk about the publishing, I don't want to tell all the details. Actually, I don't want to tell any. Except to say that we are finding another facet of something we want to do with our comedy and entertainment.
That's true.
Skills.
Okay, see, now I can confirm that. Frequently, I can neither confirm nor deny, but in this case, I'm willing to confirm.
And we came up with the idea just a couple of days ago.
Yes, but I mean the subject
To do it together.
Yeah, the subject had come up in the past.
Yeah. But we had talked about doing it mostly me individually.
Yep.
And that doesn't appeal to me anymore. Doing it by myself and...
I'm walking away from every joke that's coming to mind because, again, this is a serious subject.
And it's going to be something that I think is going to be very lucrative. And I think we're both going to love it. And I think people will be surprised. But we're working on a lot of things. I've spent yesterday and most of today putting the marketing materials together.
Right. Which, it's looking good. By the way, I mentioned I did write a book. And it's self-published. And it's I don't know how to get it, but I know it's available.
Well, something that I don't think you plug enough is Pistachios, a love story.
Well, that's not for sale. I mean, that's on Vimeo. That's where it's housed on Vimeo.
Yeah, he was actually he was, the star of a short movie that won one of the prizes at a film festival, right? Won one of them.
Well, you say a prize. I you know what? I have the, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm pleased to announce that I've been married and divorced 5 times. Yay. And with the last marriage, I got a bunch of tattoos, and that went haywire when she left. And so, blah, long story short, I ended up...
Too late. Bingo card.
I ended up with a pistachio tattoo to cover up one of my tattoos, which led to a 5-minute documentary titled Pistachio, a Love Story, which my dear friend Ted Kelly put together and then entered in several film festivals around the world. We were accepted in 12 to 14.
Which is actually a big deal for people that don't know how all this crap works.
And then we ended up winning one.
The other thing that's happened is we got the commercial done that we wanted to do for our friends.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Well, I call them our friends. They're actually business associates, but they're so daggone nice. And we're getting ready to film commercial number 2 weeks from yesterday.
Correct. Providing him and I'm going to make sure that I'm in a position to...
Yeah, please don't say that. I don't, because you know what? It's really good when your manager's sitting here and you go, I don't know if we're going to make that commercial. And by the way, those shows are in jeopardy. You don't care, do you, Renee, that I just said that?
Well, no. I mean, my assumption and my plan is that I'm laying low for the next 10 or so days so that everything's back on track.
And actually, in that vein, you guys may have seen on my Facebook page, because I document everything because I know how to work a phone camera, which is why it looks like there's one person in this little organization.
Right, real quick. Joanne said my book is available for $14.57. You can buy the book for $14.57. So now we know what it costs. Where to get it? I don't know. But it's available, and it's a bunch of one-page stories of things that happened to me. I call it just now. Because in that moment when I wrote the story, that had just now happened. That was quick.
What's quick?
You have that look.
Okay, where do we go now?
You have that look like we're in fork time.
No, because now I can't remember what I was saying because you stopped me dead in my track.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Because you were afraid to...
They scroll up and then you never see them again.
Oh, well, I can't see them, so...
Well, no, that's why I'm doing double duty. I don't know what the first duty is, but the second duty is reading the screen.
I'm letting every joke go right now. I have some jokes going on. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Well, I got one duty. I said double duty, but that's not true. It's single duty.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
D-U-T-Y.
I get it.
Okay. We're talking about, oh, you know what we should do? We can ask the folks.
They don't know either. It's all right. Just go ahead.
What were we talking about? Oh, the book patch. You can get it from the book patch. Joanne, you seem like you're on top of everything. Prior to discussing the book, anybody else remember the subject just prior to the book?
It's not important. It's not important. It's okay. Just go ahead.
All right. Well, we were talking about going to Florida for the shows and the commercial. I don't know. I will tell you this, that these hairs are getting scraggly enough that they're itching parts of my face. Not itching, tickling. This is a word experience. I've never had one of these before. Let's see, the book patch. Oh, look. The book patch ordering now. That was Joanne ordering now. That's nice.
That's lovely. Joanne's a wonderful person. We're celebrating our birthday in a couple of weeks.
Well, I know we're
Hers is-
celebrating yours.
Hers is just a couple of days before mine.
Really?
Yeah, do you not remember the podcast we did where I almost guessed her birthday?
Yes,
right
but I
on-
couldn't remember if it was just before or just after. I knew it was right in the vicinity. I know yours. I know yours, and I know at least one of your child's is.
Well, that's because he was born on a very special day.
Arr.
Yeah, and we are going to Florida. Can I get this one all out? We are going to meet with our new sponsor, and we are going to be filming a commercial for them while we're there, and then we can actually announce who our sponsor is. We're very proud and very happy to get that sponsor. I worked on that.
You worked hard. You were tenacious. We're doing 2 commercials, if I'm not mistaken. One is for the upcoming sponsor.
And the other is for one of the theaters where we're performing.
Yeah. That's why I really want to go.
Oh, you're going. You may have to leave some of your body parts that aren't working right at home, but we're going. The other thing is we have always used, and you see the 2 hands that are the logo.
I guess
You may
it's-
recognize these. These are what started our logo. All your idea, all your creation. Amazing idea. And that's our production company. And we're finally up and running by producing commercials and videos and everything. And I'm really excited about that. And we're going to be promoting the production company a lot more. We've been filming and working on 2 separate documentaries.
True.
Now we're in full blast production. For 2 people that should be retiring, we're very, very busy.
Retire to do what?
Look for goats on my farm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
I know. I'm very happy.
yeah.
I'm very happy.
If, like, for instance, I grew up in a household where my dad worked, hated his job, miserable, absolutely miserable. Couldn't wait to quit his job. So I get that. He was miserable. He woke up miserable. He went to work miserable. He came home miserable. I love what I do.
I love parts of comedy. Now, I will tell you this. I've always loved the performing and doing the shows, and I love the people. I hate the travel. I hate the business. I hated all of that. The difference is, since we're doing it together, it's become easy and a lot of fun, except for the trip home from Virginia 3 weeks ago.
That was rough. Was it 3 weeks ago?
It was I think it was 3 weeks ago Saturday. That's what I'm saying. You've been sick a long time. Mine came and went. I was only sick for 2 weeks.
Yep. Kidding. I'm kidding.
I know you are.
I'm kidding. Oh my god. No, this has been nagging.
Yeah,
It's been.
it's been rough. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Do you mind if I go ahead and talk
No,
about
I'm.
Speaking of you being sick, you may have seen us go to this little market where they have their own beef and they butcher it and package it there. And we bought some bones to make bone broth. That's on the stove right now. It's been there since 8:30 last night. And when we get off the podcast, we are going to take it off. He roasted the bones. The smell in here, it has no herbs. This is the most clean food I've ever seen. It's just the bones and water making bone broth, because we're going to go on a 48-hour bone broth diet. But one of the things that happens with this little bone broth stuff is as it cools,
Oh yeah. Okay, I know where you're going with this.
the fat comes to the top and it becomes a solid, and it's called tallow. And I will be using the tallow for something, and you guys are going to find out a few secrets about me.
Pretty cool stuff, actually. And I mean, there's so many things you do that I don't. Like, I love cooking. I like to bargain shop in the grocery stores, which you do as well. You're good at that.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff that you do, not that I don't have an interest, I don't have any knowledge in how to do it.
Well, everybody's going to learn, because you know what? I'm doing a video. Because for somebody who started out last year in May, sitting in their house in a dark room doing a podcast because I don't want to be in front of the camera, all of a sudden, that's all changed around.
That has changed, which is a good thing.
I hope. We'll see.
Just saying, man.
We'll see.
So I'm excited to get that off. It's funny, the stock pot that I have, when you take it off the stove, if it's filled, which in this case it's filled with liquid, it probably takes like 6 hours to cool down, which we don't have that kind of time. In the winter, we would just stick it outside and let the...
Thank God it was cold when we were making the broth for other stuff.
Because that's how Grandma Dunn used to do it. But now what we figured out is we can stick it in the sink and just add some cold water, and the sink will cool down, because we've got to get in the icebox, I don't know, by like 10, 11 o'clock tonight. So
yeah, let me know through a text message when that's done, because...
You're out. Out.
Yeah, I'll be done.
Out.
I'll be done. I'm tired already.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm. I was up at 5:30 this morning, and I stayed up.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah. Well, I was working on our project this morning.
Well, I recommend
I wake
that.
up in the middle of the night and early in the morning. That's when I like to write and do things.
That's when I like to sleep. But I'm very traditional like that. Traditional. She's up early. Joanne, she's up early almost every day. Nancy. I can't read.
Just call her Nancy Bath.
Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. She wrote a commercial.
Nancy wrote a commercial?
I don't know. There's no punctuation, so not like question mark or exclamation mark, or it just says a commercial. So I'm not sure.
That's really cool. I enjoy writing commercials. We've done several commercials that we've written, and now we have to put them to film. Some of them are very funny. You know, comedy has been for me. I didn't always want to do this. I wanted another job, and I got pulled into comedy, and I love doing it, but it's led me to all kinds of different things. It led me to being a victim advocate.
Right.
And the thing about it was, you know, my friend who I was doing this victim advocacy with was a state attorney. He could give speeches to juries that would almost bring you to tears. He was such an eloquent speaker.
Right.
But when we started doing TV interviews, they would put the camera up in front of him and he would go, and it just freeze. And I was like, bring the camera over here. I'm ready to roll. I got this.
Right.
And one of the things I learned, especially doing a lot of news interviews, they want short sentences, which is something almost all the comics learn to do when they're doing comedy.
See, I'm minding my own business and I get slammed. No good reason.
No, you didn't get slammed.
Oh. That's okay.
Then I wound up running a campaign for a judge and doing public speaking for him. That didn't scare me.
Right.
You know, and so it's just interesting. Some people want to use, they become comics, not because they want to be comics, they want to be actors.
Right.
Or they want to do something else. What I like that comedy has led me, I wanted to do comedy once I started. But it's led me to do other things, like to write a book and write articles and do public speaking and write commercials, that kind of stuff. I like to use the funny in all different ways. So do you.
I do.
That's what kind of sealed the deal.
I would agree. Let's see, I'm just double checking. Joanne said great for your skin.
You might be
Dee.
onto something there, Joanne.
Dee Dee, hi, I'm here. Super busy, but I'm here.
Ah, Dee Dee. Check out Dee Dee's page.
Telephone a ringing is what it said. I guess that's her alarm.
No, probably it's ringing because she's got that big fundraiser
Oh, right.
that
right.
you and I both have posted on our
Yep.
page. If you are near Glendale, Arizona, and if you love animals and care about them, Dee Dee does a lot of really hard work. She works to get the dogs that are the next on the list dogs, homes, foster, and rescue before they're euthanized. It's a
Cool.
tough job.
Glendale would be the West Valley in the Phoenix area. I'm trying to help people with in case you don't have a map. I'm a helper.
Okay.
I told you, double duty. That's my second duty, is being a helper. Yes.
Talk to them.
We are a moment away from getting the hats. I swear to you. Hello.
Remember the podcast where I did bring the hat?
Oh, yeah. We've written a couple new bits recently, and for my show, and I was lucky enough to have the right volunteers in Arlington where I was able to get it on stage and see what it looked like. And so that was exciting and fun. It's still really new. I've only done it 3 times. But then additionally, came up with another idea for, I think, a blockbuster bit.
Oh, I think so too. That's one of those breakfasts I wish we were filming.
But it's going to be, there's a dozen or more bits that I have that I've written over the years that are wildly hard, that I can only do like once a year, if that, because you need enough time, you need a big enough stage, you need the right volunteers in terms of both deeply hypnotized, outgoing, and interactive. And so there's a lot of bits that I write that I almost never get to use. And I'm afraid that these two, the ventriloquist bit as well as this new bit, are one of those like once a year kind of deals.
You did it 3 times in one weekend.
Yeah, I may not be
And
able to do
so
it
it's
again.
more than once a year.
Well, I may not be able to do it again for 3 years.
Oh, yeah, you will.
So
You know what? You just have to, here's a word you're not familiar with, manifest it.
Ooh, what is that? By golly, manifest. Who's got a dictionary?
Dictionary was partially right. I'm just saying. Oh, you know what? I want to shout out to Stand Up USA. It's a Facebook page. It is really supportive to comics and fans of comedy and everything. The guy that runs its name is Bear Love, and he is such a great guy. He actually listened to some of the podcasts last week, but he's allowed me to put that entrepreneur link on there too.
Oh, did he?
He actually said to me, please put it on a
Wow, that's cool.
couple of times, every other day or so.
Really nice.
So, and very rarely do comics support other comics, but he is cultivating that. And Dan, that's another thing. Oh, Dan Rothman is running for Kansas City Best Comic in Kansas. So if you guys go to Stand Up USA, go in and it asks you to write in a guy's name, Dan Rathman.
R.A.?
Rathmann. Rathman.
Okay.
He's really sweet. Oh, I got another shout out. I'm the person at the radio station that everybody goes, we'll ask her because he won't do it. Santa Ma, like Panama, but Santa Ma girls softball team is playing in Baton Rouge tonight, and we want to wish them luck. That's Cousin Tina's kids' team.
Oh, I'll do that too. What does that have to do? Are they playing live?
Yeah, they are.
All right.
What?
What?
Her kids and her grandkids are crazy good softball players.
Is it elementary school, high school? Is it not a school affiliation? What is it?
It's girls softball.
Okay.
I think it's high school and older.
Oh, all right.
I think we have them in several age groups. They tune in every once in a while too. Worries me when the family tunes in, because you go, except for my kids, because they know how I am.
Well, my family doesn't tune in. I wouldn't care if they did, but they don't. But if they did, they'd stop.
Mine tried to control us.
Yeah, well, that's a good.
My middle child, who but identifies as the oldest, decided to be our executive producer and talk to us like we were 12. Then my son tries to direct our videos.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, don't you remember? You guys can't be doing your own stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He was giving us like helpful tips. He was giving us show notes. And then Nikki said, apparently YouTube is using my IG name, not my FB name, FB Facebook.
Yeah, that's Nancy, by the way.
Oh,
Nancy Babb.
talking about the commercial before, when you asked what came before when you asked.
Oh, the commercial. That's what we were talking about before.
Oh.
God, I do have to translate for you.
Dude. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm not feeling good.
What? What? Please.
Wow. Well, I didn't know. I'm just saying.
I knew I was going to work it in tonight. I just didn't know how.
Let's just say I'm not on top of my game.
Okay.
That can't.
And that's different from every other week, Al.
Wow.
Please.
And thank you.
You know, I forget whether it was Bookbag Becky or who it was goes, oh my God, I'd love it if you guys could film your breakfast. Because, you know, a couple of times we've been talking, that's where we came up with the wheel of excuses.
We didn't come up with that.
No, we didn't. That was my
That was all
brainchild.
you. Yeah.
Except for you, it was inspired by somebody who had a lot of excuses.
That's a load of horse hockey. That is not true. Okay. If you have an explanation for something, like here's why this happened, is that an excuse? Not always. Sometimes it's just an explanation.
Whee!
I'm just saying. Sometimes it's just like, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what's happening.
Are you feeling bad enough that we need to quit?
I mean, no.
Because I'd prefer a little bit of warning, you know. But let's face it, both of us have left the podcast once. Me, you know what's funny? I know when that was because we figured it out. That was on the Tuesday night before you came to pick me up in Orlando on Thursday.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was. And it was probably some of the stress of all of that. But I just remember I started feeling really nauseous. I felt really hot. Do you see a theme with something that happened recently? And I didn't know whether I was going to projectile vomit or pass out. And I figured either one of those could go viral.
See, I thought you had given me much more of a warning. I thought there was a runway.
No, I said, I'm not feeling well. And you go, okay. Well, let's say goodbye. And you started chatting, and I got up and I left.
Well, that's why I thought you were giving me a runway. Let me give you an example.
And what I was going to finish that statement with was it took you about 15 or 20 minutes after you did end the podcast to get a hold of me, remember? Because I was, like, flat out on the couch. So I don't know what hit me that night.
I thought I had a runway. So I'm only missing one organ. It's not a vital organ. It's one of those secondary. We're not really sure if it's like. So like I've got my tonsils, I've got my appendix, but I don't have my gallbladder. You want to know what the difference is?
I'm dying to know.
You were so mean. You were so... Oh, never mind. So anyway, what else is going on in the world of Renee?
Oh no, please regale us with your...
No,
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood.
Okay.
Not in the
I'm
mood.
going to look it up on my phone then. Talk to the peeps.
Let's see. Nancy, yep, voted there.
Oh, Nancy, you're so sweet. You really are.
What are you looking up?
What do you lose when you lose your gallbladder?
You lose your gallbladder. I mean, that's like saying who's buried in Grant's tomb.
Purified bile salts for no gallbladder. We'll have to look that up later. That sounds like loads of fun for tonight. So what were you going to say? Just go ahead and
No,
say
it's
it.
all right.
No! Now, don't be a baby like that.
I'm not being a baby. I'm just moving on. Moving on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky high. Now what are you doing?
Checking my Facebook.
Why would you be...
Because you did. You know what? I just wanted to see if anybody was over here going, hey, where are you guys? And I was going to send them to you too.
Oh, all right.
And I thought about that when we started the show, and then I forgot.
Oh, all right.
So we're almost over. I don't.
Well, we ran into a lot of problems trying to get this thing up and running.
Once again, the damn streaming service. I
It
don't
wasn't
know
even,
why
no,
they
I mean,
can't
honestly,
do
it
that.
wasn't even the streaming service. Truthfully, because I tried to go directly to YouTube on the computer, and there was no picture there either on the computer.
So you don't think it's a streaming service?
No. In this case, it was something between the camera and the computer. The computer said, I'm pulling the picture from the camera, but there was no picture.
Okay, so now tell me what you were going to say about the gallbladder.
Well, no, and I'll tell you why now, no. Because it was in reference to something, and I don't remember what that something was, so the story no longer makes any sense.
And how would that be different from anything else we ever talk about on this podcast?
Because I can't speak for you, but for me, when I tell a story, there's a reason and it ties into something.
Yeah, but usually you are the only one.
Yeah, but that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Like, if I know, at least, like, I'm on board with it. But now, not even I'm on board. I'm not going to tell a story that I'm not even on board with.
It had
You wouldn't
something-
be on board, not like I wouldn't. I'm not on board either. I don't remember what it is. You know why?
It doesn't feel well. But oh my God, you are so difficult to get to do things when you're sick.
What do you mean? Okay, so I'm not going to say what's going on, but I will say I was told that I'm not supposed to eat nuts anymore. How many nuts have I had since
You
then?
haven't had any nuts?
Not supposed to eat onions. How many have I had?
None.
Garlic. Tomatoes. None.
Onions.
Onions, none.
None. But here's the deal. This little Cajun wannabe.
That's uncalled for.
Well, you're not a Cajun. You're
I'm
from
not a Cajun.
Phoenix.
I never said I was a Cajun.
But boy,
I love the Cajuns. I'm just not one.
he cooks Cajun spicy food, and the last time we made the beef bone broth,
Yeah.
he goes, "This is really good. I got to put something in."
I got to fix it. It was fine, but it wasn't
Yeah.
fine enough.
But now you've got to go on a pretty strict.
No, I'm going to fix this one too. I'm not going to fix it as it's not going to be as fixed. It's going to be like it's rough, but it's going to be fixed a little bit.
As long as I get the tallow.
Oh, you'll get all the tallow, and we're going to. I don't know if Janet's watching, but we're going to save a little bit of beef broth back. That was alliteration for the dog.
Is anybody here going, apparently she lives with Dr. Seuss?
No, we're going to save a little broth back, aren't we, for the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll mix it with pumpkin at some point and freeze it and give her those little ice cubes.
Do those go together?
Yeah.
Is that like peanut butter and jelly in the dog world?
I don't know, but pumpkin is very good for them. Remember,
yeah.
that's why I want to plant those pumpkins.
No, I know, but...
Oh, and our garden's gone crazy, too.
Preach, sister.
Our garden has really gone crazy.
Well, way to give detail.
Huh?
No, so what all have we planted that we can talk about?
Tomatoes,
Coming along.
onions,
Coming along.
sweet yellow peppers.
Are they coming along?
Oh,
yeah,
those
those are
are great.
the-
Those
yeah,
are the
yeah.
ones I transplanted.
Yeah,
with it.
those are good.
Cucumbers, cantaloupe. We have basil. We have sweet basil. We have Italian oregano.
Right. Sage.
Sage. Strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
More tomatoes. Sweet Thai basil.
Yep. We went to the farmer's market, what was that, a month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Or more?
Yeah, I planted those strawberries before we left on the last trip to Florida.
So we go to the farmer's market and we go and we buy like a small basket, very small basket, of strawberries from one of the actual farms.
Right, yeah. It's all farm products there.
And so
I see.
Renee stripped out the seeds from one or two strawberries
Yeah.
and planted them. We didn't have high hopes initially.
Yeah, it was really funny because I thought all strawberries had seeds because you could see the little pits where they should be. And when I started to cut them and get them up close, they didn't all have seeds. They had not seeded yet. And apparently they just weren't right. So I put them in there and I told him, because all you do to grow those seeds is you take a slice of the skin and you put it under the dirt and you wait for magic to happen.
Magic.
Because it's a variety act. And I didn't think they were ever coming up. And oh my God, the other day we almost came out of our skin. There's something growing in the strawberry.
It was jaw-dropping. I really didn't think it was... I mean, I thought it...
Cucumbers. Once again, it's cucumbers and the other time. Cucumbers, cantaloupe.
What are you doing?
Sweet
it
peppers,
alphabetically now?
green peppers, jalapenos.
Oh, jalapenos.
Yeah.
We can't find your luggage nowhere.
I'd like to apologize to everyone south of the border. And I'm talking about the one in the Virginia, North Carolina line.
No. Yeah. No,
that's
North Carolina, South Carolina.
North Carolina, South Carolina line. I'd like to apologize from that border all the way down to Antarctica.
It's funny that we had never, other than that one time that we worked together in Orlando in 1990, that we'd never run into each other because we used to run a lot of the same roads, which includes on I-95.
Oh my God.
Just south of the North Carolina-South Carolina border, like literally on the border, but in South Carolina, is a little area called...
South of the border. As a matter of fact, they can see pictures of it on my Facebook page. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
You almost slowed down for me to take pictures of that.
I was really assuming that you had good reflexes because you knew where it was and it was coming up, and I thought you'd be ready. I assumed you'd be at the ready.
That's our sightseeing, everybody.
So, but we had you ever stopped?
I had 3 children that traveled with me in the summer. How many times do you think I've been?
Well,
to
what's
South
my
of the
excuse?
border?
Because I used to travel alone and I would still stop. I liked it. I thought it was campy and fun.
So did my children, apparently. They would go, oh, how many more miles is it to south of the border?
Read every billboard for the next 100 miles. It will tell you.
Yes.
I love
It
south
was
of the border.
crazy. It is funny that we didn't run into each other, but here's something funny that probably people don't think about. Do you realize last Sunday there were probably 5,000 comedians on the road going to either their next gig or back home.
How many?
5,000.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get that statistic?
We were talking about it on Stand Up USA, and we went through all the comedy clubs and all the shows on Saturday night that we could absolutely find. And if you figure there's 2 comics on each show.
There's 2,500 venues or more doing shows across the country on Saturday nights. Wow, I had no idea.
5,000 people. Because remember I told you about my one friend. I'm driving through Atlanta one day, going back to Florida. And I hear, and I'm like, stop beeping at me. And then they pull up beside me. And I go, oh my God, it's a comic I'd worked with.
Do you remember who?
Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah. And he is like, rest area. And I went, of course. I hadn't seen him for probably 5-10 years. We pulled over to the rest area and sat and talked for an hour or so. And then we're like,
Wow.
oh, we got to go home. He was going to his next gig. I was going back home.
See, if it were me, we'd have to drive with our windows rolled down at 70 conversing. Because I got places to be. I don't like stopping.
That's not what you told me before I moved here.
Well, no, that's true. But in my defense, I really thought I would like stopping.
Flip! Look at the...
No, I mean, I thought I'd like stopping because I'd never done it before. So I'm like, well, I've
Yeah.
never done it. I'll bet I would enjoy
Now,
that.
do you want me
I
to
was
tell
right.
the truth about something?
Always.
I don't like it either. Because, for example, we leave Virginia. We left at, 6:30 in the morning? Yeah. Because,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
6:30 in the morning. First of all, and I had just met Joanne the night before.
Right.
And actually, I'm standing and talking to Joanne, and all of a sudden my ear fills up with fluid, and my throat gets really sore. And I went, I think somebody's going to be sick. Not sick. But,
Right. Yeah,
you know.
like you were coming down with something.
Yeah, I felt it. And so went back to the hotel, went to sleep that night. We got up and we were out of there at 6:30 in the morning. Now, we knew we had, 18 hours?
Yep. 1,200 miles.
1,200 miles. And he's really, you're very measured with the things you do. And you've got, I don't know what I want to call it. But it's like he doesn't drink coffee on the days we're driving because that causes
Well, I
a
know-
lot of extra stops if you know.
I know how my body works, and I know what I can or can't consume on travel days. And mostly what I can consume on travel days is nothing.
Yeah, and actually that trip before you and I got together to Phoenix, I was begging you, please get some water. Please get water, electrolytes, something. Because you just do not want to stop. Now, I, on the other hand, did I mention how much I like coffee?
Well, to me, I don't know if you mentioned it here.
I think I talked about it, which is why I had that coffee pot in my
Oh,
luggage.
yeah.
I'm not leaving without coffee. But I still don't have to stop very much. I don't stop
No,
very
you
much.
don't. I'm just...
Oh, so that doesn't hang us up. But I tell you what, you could not drive fast enough on that trip back from Virginia. There is nothing worse than being sick on the road and traveling.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's really awful.
Not a fan. But, we made
You're
it.
not, yeah. I'm not a fan of coming home and then you getting sick right after.
Oh, no,
Actually,
no.
you were sick on the way
No.
too. You just hadn't said anything.
I didn't... Well, you know what? You didn't need the stress of knowing. We were on a need-to-know basis, and I didn't feel like you needed to know.
Even sick though, I walked the dog with you that night
Yeah, of
when
course
we got
you did.
back there.
No, but like you weren't driving. I didn't feel like I was driving unsafely. You were feeling horrible. I didn't want...
This is the first road trip where I've really slept much.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Coming back from Fort Lauderdale, I slept a little bit.
That was
But-
a mistake.
Huh?
That was a mistake.
Oh yeah, I paid dearly for that. That's the night you decided to hire interns.
Well, and they
And apparently you had the meeting while I was still sleeping.
they have not panned out, and we
Let's just say they don't show up a lot anymore.
no. I mean, it wasn't ugly. There was never.
They didn't care enough to be.
Yeah, there was not like a big falling out. It's just, it didn't work out. Yeah, we'll try again. I mean, down the road, we'll try again. But yeah, they didn't work out. Not a good work ethic.
No, the terrible work ethic.
And I don't have the patience for that.
You know, my son is a manager at his job, and he's got a bunch of 20-year-olds, and he goes, it's like herding cats.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
Anybody get any questions you want to ask before we get out of here? Because you know what? I'm really close to chilling out that bone broth.
Oh, I think we can. I think we can take it off the heat at this point.
I think so too.
What
It's
time is it?
24 hours now, almost.
Actually, it's been 22 hours, yeah. 22 and a half.
We put it on at 8:30 last night.
Oh, 23 and a half. 8:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have another hour and a half to go. So 22 and a half. Yeah, I was right. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. I was doing Eastern time. But here's the good news. You know, I've got the stepper thing,
Yeah,
Captain.
yeah.
When I accidentally hit my vape up against the phone, it gave me a couple extra steps. That makes up. That makes up for me
Does
not
that count?
hearing it. Yeah, it counted it up because it's your phone vibrating. That's how.
Really? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Do you want anything else you want to sign off with, or?
How would I know? I can't remember. You're sick. I can't remember. That's what I'm using.
Smash that like button.
No.
No.
Subscribe.
Oh, subscribe, please.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know, some people have paid prescriptions, paid subscriptions.
Do they really?
Yeah. If you hit subscribe, it'll go, do you want to pay 99 cents a month or
Really?
$2.99 a month? Yeah, that's why we probably don't get a lot of subscribers because they're afraid to hit that. You can hit that. We're not doing a subscription service.
No.
But
It'll just let you know when we post stuff.
and let me tell you something. If you want to make a great chicken, he posted a video Sunday that is no fail chicken breast. It is the juiciest, best stuff. And this time you did it with
Like sort of Asian flavors, Asian-inspired flavors?
it's teriyaki sauce. It's my new favorite chicken, which it replaced the Italian chicken that you had made like 2 weeks before.
So I'll give you sort of a spoiler alert, like a sort of a Reader's Digest version. Because if you've ever cooked chicken breasts, especially boneless, skinless, it's pretty easy to dry them out. True?
The way I did it, it was.
A lot of people, even myself, I would always come away with thinking it was a really good flavor, but a little bit dry. So, no matter what sauce you use, if you go like Italian-inspired or Asian-inspired or barbecue or whatever, you create like about a cup or so of liquid, whatever liquid you want to use. Keep it in a saucepan, and then you take the chicken breasts and you sear the top and the bottom, and then you pour that hot liquid that you'd already prepared in with the pot with the chicken, and you cover it and just leave it alone for like 20 minutes.
Amazing chicken. It was really good.
Jaw-dropping.
So go ahead and watch that video, although now you won't have to.
No, I mean, there's more
You can
detail.
just hit summary on this.
Yeah, but there's sort of a little bit more detail. But I mean, the basics are, if you just
It's
sear
so
it,
easy. It's amazing.
it's crazy easy. And then depending on the flavors you like and whatnot, it's easy. And I have found so far that it's foolproof.
Well, you doing it, it's foolproof. You know how we decide whether it's foolproof or not?
I know where you're going with that.
You know how I knew how badly sick you were this week? When you go, would you mind making scrambled eggs for me? No, I wouldn't mind at all. And you look like, oh dear God, just let me die before she gets them back here on the plate.
And to her credit, she absolutely made scrambled eggs, and they did what they were supposed to do. They were nourishing. They were nourishing. They were good.
You can barely choke that out. You're
They did the right thing.
Oh, I know what else I wanted to talk about. We're going to Lakeland to work.
Not Lakeland.
Lakeland, Florida, May 1st.
Wow.
We're
I would like to
working
hear
at
more.
the stage room. The stage room for a really cool guy. His name's LJ. LJ Brock.
Okay.
Good guy. It's a great show. It's going to be on May 1st. The poster is in our events, so you can get all the information and the link to tickets. It's a small room. Doesn't seat like 200 people, so if you want to get tickets, you better get them.
And that's RoadComicsAdventures live.
No, it actually isn't. Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
it
the-
is.
Yeah, I thought you meant the page that they go to.
No, the show. Like, in other words, I'm not doing hypnosis. We're on stage together doing our road comic show. I know what I'm talking about. See, you're right. Every once in a while, when I say something, the only person on board is me. I get that. Anywho, that said, I'm going to go finish.
May 2nd, we're at Aspirations Winery in Clearwater.
And that's what show?
Road Comics Adventures Live.
Yeah. So we're doing those shows. So we're gonna be.
But
in Florida.
before that, I believe it's the 24th and 25th. Let's see, 28th, 27th, 26th, 20. The 24th and 25th of April. Where are we?
We are in Newport News, Virginia, at Kazi's Comedy Club.
And one of your friends is coming to see us.
Oh, I think that's true.
Yes, and what's funny is you're going to meet somebody that was very important in my past. He was the youth minister at my church. He lives there now. Remember I told you I was talking to him online the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to come out and we're going to meet him for coffee.
Wow. Because why? Because we like coffee. And we love to visit. And we love to visit over coffee.
Yeah, he's going to be surprised.
Well, he wasn't my
For
youth.
those of you from Wilmington, it's Randy Moore. He's in Newport News. And he had seen when you posted the event for Newport News, and he thought he had missed us.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And got in touch with me through Facebook Messenger, and he lives in Newport News now. So we're all going to meet for coffee. It'll be a lot of fun.
Cool. That's going to be a great trip. If we go the right way, we can stop at south of the border.
I don't buy it anymore. I don't believe you. Because you'll go, I'll go, hey, I thought we were going, and you'll go, I miss the exit. They must have changed that. Do you think they changed the exit?
If only they had put more billboards up. If only.
Because let me tell you, that trip coming home, remember was when I was seeing those strange, beautiful trees?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I go, I want to get a picture of those. And I go, you got to go under 80.
I did.
Yeah, because a U-Haul truck slowed down in our lane, and there was a car behind us, so you couldn't change lanes.
Well,
That's the only reason we slowed up to 60.
if you sort of boil down what happened, I slowed down for you to take pictures.
I believe the comment was, you better get your pictures now, because if I ever get around this guy.
Did I slow down? Yes. Did you get pictures? Yes.
Did everybody identify the tree?
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
A lot of people knew what it was. I can't remember what it is now.
It wasn't one of those cherry blossoms? What wasn't that?
No,
Wasn't that?
that wasn't that. I think it was maybe a pear. It was an invasive tree, I know that.
Oh. All right.
By the way, just as a little, sneaker. What do you call it? Surprise thing. And you don't like them when somebody, a tease. That's what
You tease away.
Okay. We've been buying more seeds.
Fruits and vegetable seeds. We're planting stuff. Let's be very clear about what the Renee is saying. By the way, Chihuahua says nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. You know who that is.
Marla Joe.
Yes, that's
You know
right.
who that is.
Yeah. Is she talking to you or me?
She said Renee, nice
Oh.
shirt. So I'm assuming me. Who doesn't love Johnny Cash? No, she's talking to you. Of course. Oh, please.
You love that, though. You didn't think I was going to get that in tonight, did you?
And thank you.
No.
Yeah, it says cute shirt Renee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love this. I had it a long time, but I hadn't worn it in a long time. You know, it's like you. You're pulling stuff out of your closet you haven't worn.
My son had very nice things to say to me yesterday.
He did. He
thought the facial hair was okay, and he noticed that there had been some slimming down.
Well, there's been quite a bit of slimming down, actually.
So there's that.
You're welcome.
And thank you. So with that said, I don't know how to do this, but I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to bust a move.
Well, you've already busted a rhyme. Did you get that busted rhyme?
I did, because it's rare that I would get a joke like that, but I got that one.
Okay. And you know what? It's a good thing, because it's about ready to get damp in the den if we don't get off of here.
Oh, goodness gracious. Now, there's probably no runway. That being said, we do this come hell or high water, come rain or shine, come sickness or health, every Tuesday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
We love doing this podcast. I tell you what, this is the high point of our week.
I know that sounds weird to you, but it's the absolute truth for us.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
That being said, we're out, bitches. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Don't forget to vote.
Vote for the Renee and for the Becky.